my21kformula.com. So I want to talk today about, just make sure my mic's working properly. Hope you can hear me. I think it says it's okay. So yeah, Henry Smith here, my21kformula.com, talking about the top producer marketing tips. And there's a lot of great tips you're gonna learn, once you dive into the information. But there are lots of different puzzles to the internet marketing, different parts of the puzzle to the internet marketing success. One of the things that people really need to understand is, there's lots of things, to be honest with you, but what I want to concentrate on today is understanding lead flow conversion. Okay, lead flows and conversion, difference between suspects and prospects. One of the biggest things that affect a lot of people is having the wrong expectation because they don't actually understand, or unrealistic expectation, but usually the wrong expectation because they need to understand the difference between a suspect and a prospect. Okay, and you can have, the best way, the basic setup of an internet marketing, what we call online capture system, is to have what we call a capture page, which is a website designed specifically to capture someone's email address. Now, the first thing you have is web visitors. You've got web visitors. So I'm talking about conversion today. You've got website visitors or traffic. Okay, website, and you can generate traffic many different ways. And there's different qualities of traffic, so different qualities of website visitors. But these website visitors then, when they're in the form of website visitors, you've got all kinds there. You've got suspects and prospects. What we mean by suspects is that most web visitors are just not serious. They're just looking around, darting around from one site to another. They're not really seriously looking for anything. And unfortunately, that's the case with majority of web visitors. Well, not always. It depends on your capture page. But you first of all, you want to, these web visitors are coming in, okay, in droves, if you know how to drive traffic, and even if you don't, you can advertise. There are various advertising strategies that you can learn anyway, and which I can give you access to learn. But let's say you're getting 100 or 1,000 website visitors. Let's use 1,000. That's a good easy one, or 2,000 web visitors. Okay, you want to intercept them with something called a capture page. It's a website that asks them. So you got your offer, you got what you're really offering. Okay, but you're not going to allow the web visitors to get access to that straight away. Okay, so whatever you're offering, whatever you're selling, whatever you're proposing, whatever, if you want to book an appointment with them or a live training session with them, whatever, so you may not be selling a physical product, it could be a training session. The best thing is you want, whatever you're offering, you want to get them to a special website first that separates the wheat from the chaff. Okay, that's what I mean by the capture page. It separates. I've got a camera over there. I've got to make sure that is still on. But anyway, it separates the suspects from the prospects. Okay, so it asks them to enter some information before they can get the real information that you have to offer. So name and email address is a common. Some people want name, email address, and phone number. Some people want the whole address, and some people, name, email address, phone number, address, city, and so on. Or some people just want email. Just put your email address in this little form. You must have seen some of that already. You must have come across some of these already. They're called capture pages, or capture pages, or squeeze pages. Okay, so they put their name inside the capture page, and once they fill out their name or just email address, once they press the button submit, or it might say get more information, whatever the button says, it forwards them to the next step of information. So the page will change and switch and redirect them to another web page that has your real offer. Now the reason why we do that, now obviously we connect a database system, an email database system, to that capture page. We call it an autoresponder, things like Aweber, GetResponse, and so on and so forth. So they go into your database. In our terminology, internet marketing, we call that building a list. We're building a database. Okay. Now the main reason for that is because we want to be able to get back to them and follow up with them. Because the truth is, if you were to not use a capture page and you send them directly to the offer, to whatever you're offering, directly to that page, okay, they would go there, make up their mind, and just go, and they'll never come back. You see, when somebody visits a website, 99% chance that they're not going to come back to that website again, because they've forgotten it. After a day or two, after an hour or two, they've forgotten it. You see what I mean? So they've forgotten what the website that they actually went on to, and you'll never get them back because you don't have their details. But if you can get their name and their email address at least, or the name and email address, you can then send them emails, or follow-up emails, form of videos or letters. Hey, reminding them about you. Remember the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so you need to keep them in your sights. You need to keep you in their sights. So in sight, in mind. So you send them follow-up messages and follow-up messages, and some of them remember, yeah, I remember that site I went to, and they come back and they take a second look, and maybe they're still not ready to buy or take the next step, and you send them more email addresses, more emails, letters, and follow-ups, and they come back again, third time, and somebody say, maybe I should take a closer look at this. You see, because you've actually been able to bring them back to your website again and again. So you've got to capture that information. Otherwise, if you don't, they'll just come to whatever page, look, and just go, and you'll never see them again. And they won't remember you again, and they don't care either. And you just really waste a lot of money. So you can get 2,000. If you've got 2,000 web visitors come to a website, and 99% of them were not interested at that particular point in time, you'll never be able to get hold of that 99% of them again. I don't know what that is. 1,890 or whatever. You'll never be able to get in touch with those people again. And that's a lot of money, in most cases, spent to create 2,000 visitors. So you want to make sure you get the highest rate of return, because you can always get hold of at least half of those people, at least 1,000 of them. Now, so if you get 2,000 web visitors, not every single one of them are going to put their name and email address in the form. Okay, this is what we call the ratio, the percentage of those who fill out the form to those who say, I can't be bothered. That's called the conversion rate. How many visitors convert into leads? You see what I mean? You put their name and address, name and email address, or just email address into the form. They become a lead onto your database system, where your autoresponder and you can email them. Forget about autoresponder. You can email them on a regular basis to follow up with them and build a relationship with them. So the conversion rate is very important. And some people, if you have a very good capture page, or if you learn how to create very good capture pages, you can get and the difference between having a good capture page and having a bad capture page could be something like having 5 or 10% of the people fill in their name and address, which means 90% didn't. Can you imagine having 10%? So out of 2,000 people, you got 200 who filled in their name and email address, and the other 1,800 didn't. That's terrible. That's almost as bad as not having a capture page. Okay, I mean, any leads are better than no leads. Okay, so some people get a 10% conversion rate, some people get a 5% conversion rate. Okay, some people get a 20% conversion rate. That means that for every 2,000 people that visit the website, 400 enter their name and email address. Now that's kind of average. But those who are really good, who know what they're doing, they can get a 30% conversion rate, a 40% conversion. Now 40%, you're really good. You get 40%. That means, what's that? 40%, that's 800, isn't it? So that means for every 2,000 web visitors that come to your page, we're not talking about seeing your sales, your actual offer, they just come to the wall, you intercept them with a capture page, 40% or 800 of them, 800 out of 2,000 is not bad. You might think, what about the other 1,200? Don't worry about it. 800 is pretty good. If you get 800 people, because really what you're doing, you're sorting out those who are serious from those who are not. Please understand, majority of people are not serious. Also, like I said, it also depends on the type of capture page, how well you structure your capture page. To be honest with you, the simpler the better. Okay, and I've done one of the things that we as internet marketers do, kind of like mad scientists in a laboratory. Okay, we're always experimenting with different capture pages. We create lots of different capture pages, and some of them perform well and some of them don't. Okay, you get some capture pages perform 10%, 20%, some perform 30, 40%. You know, and the more you learn in this industry, the better you'll be able to create your capture pages. And there are some tools out there that can create capture pages for you, but you still need to understand the background of what you're doing, or else you won't know a good capture page when you see one. Okay, so in the top producer training, you'll actually learn, one of the things you'll learn, but you've got to understand why you're doing this. Okay, throat's getting a bit dry, excuse me. You've got to understand why you're doing this. You're doing this to be able to squeeze as many prospects from your suspect list. Okay, and and recently my best capture pages have actually done as much as 62%. My best capture pages, I actually surprised myself as well. But once you start to learn things, because the secret to succeeding online is knowledge, learning. You've got to know certain things. A lot of people don't want to learn. They don't want to. I don't want to learn anything. I just want to do it and just make money. It's not gonna happen. Okay, just think of people go to doctors, go to university, for college or university, whatever you call it, for 6 years, and then they do they practice and internships and whatever for another 2, 3, or 4 years until they get their own practice and get experience before they earn the 6-figure income that they're looking for. In our business, it's no different. Okay, you have to go through a learning curve to earn the big money. But the difference is, without the learning, you won't do it at all. Without the learning, you won't do it at all. So understand, okay, that the learning is important. And once you learn enough things, and you can stretch your learning out. I mean, you can decide how long it takes you to learn. Whether you want to take you 2 or 3 months to learn, or whether you want to take 2 or 3 years to learn. The same curriculum. It doesn't take that long to get good at this. That's why a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people have actually had phenomenal results within 3 to 6 months, even in the first month, even from starting from scratch. One of the first things you've got to learn is how to convert website traffic into leads, and how to convert more. The higher your conversions, the more you've got on the other end that you can follow up with, and the more sales you're going to make. The more sales, the more money. The more money, the more you can fill in the blanks. Okay, so some people don't understand difference between suspects and prospects, and you need a lead capture page to do the first set of sorting. There's still a bit more sorting down the road, but the first set of sorting is done by a lead capture page, and creating good lead capture pages is a key ingredient in your internet marketing success. So I'm going to stop the video here. I could go on and on, but yeah, I want to thank you very much for listening. I'm going to talk, look out for some other videos. If you've not got the top producer training, I highly recommend it. It would save you a lot of time. Okay, in the long run, it would save you a lot of time. Why take 3 years to get good at something when you can get good in a month or 2? So invest in yourself, invest in your learning. Click the link below. If you're not registered for the top producer training, get inside, get the knowledge. Knowledge is just gold nuggets. Okay, and I look forward to talking to you soon, tomorrow or something. Look out for another email from me, another video from me. And I shall speak to you guys soon. So click the link below, get yourself into the training if you haven't. If you have, by the way, congratulations. Great training coming up, so you should know that. So, you know, for those of you who haven't, yeah, get access to the great training, and we shall communicate. We shall speak soon. Henry Smith, My 21K Formula, signing out. Talk to you soon. Let's stop this video.